Hey, welcome back to Don't Run with Scissors. I'm Kelly, your favorite Jeep driving lawyer, mom of twins, 4 crazy rescue dogs, and a rescue cat who likes to craft in her spare time. Has another degree in sign language interpreting under her belt, and is trying to train for Ironman. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It sends me a message. It boosts my self-esteem and my serotonin, and I could use that. And if you are a returning friend, you already know the crazy you're in for, so grab your drink and sit on back, because let's go. Last week was a little crazy.
A little.
Peanut gallery is weighing in. I don't think it was any crazier than normal. But I also have come to realize that my normal is a level of crazy that most people don't attain to or ascribe to. My mother gifted me a bigger air fryer. I'm not sure why. I have no idea. Do I love my little air fryer and wished it was bigger? Yes. Did I need a bigger? Do I no? But okay, thank you. I had to take my mom to the hospital for her MRI on her knee. Hopefully we can get some answers. So that was very exciting. She got a little snitty with me when she called to confirm and acted like I already knew about this appointment, and I didn't. So it was like this mad dash to organize everything. I got Elmo back. He got his brakes done. Promptly proceeded to get the death wobble and found out that I needed new ball joints. Yep, left and right, upper and lower ball joints. $1,100 worth of work on top of the $800 I basically put into him. Yeah. We still have not figured out what is going on with me. So
I can't leave.
We have some theories. We're gonna go from there. I did see my pain management doctor and got some steroids into my butt, basically. Hold please. Okay. So we have some theories. We'll see. I did start adding vitamin D. That was the one thing that we all agreed that can't hurt anything, and mine is super low. So yeah. So we'll just keep plugging away at testing, I guess. I don't know. So I got the shot. So I got the shots into my hips and back. It's a steroid injection. And for the first time ever, like the next day, like for the first time in probably over a month, I actually was like hungry and had an appetite again. And things seem to be doing better. Are they perfect? No. Are they better? Yes. Will we take better? Yes, we will. I know, Tammy. I know. But listen, I have to have it. To function like a human being and not kill people, I need my Diet Coke. Should I be drinking water? Yes. Have I been drinking water? Yes, I have. Okay. It's dinner time here. And yeah. Okay. So we still haven't heard about the job. I even sent an email, and I have not heard any response. So I'm a little frustrated. It is what it is, right? This next week, tomorrow, I meet with a person who does business coaching. To see, and she's a lawyer, so she's all about like getting law firms on the right track to growing and things like that. So hopefully that will go well. My birthday is this week, and I'm very excited. I am not doing a formal new start on my birthday. I know a lot of people do that. I think that's great if that works for you. I take that back. You know what I'm going to start this week? One of two projects. I'm either going to start my me sampler, which I think would make a lot of sense, given that it's my birthday start. Or I will start the 42 strong. Maybe I'll start them both. Who the hell knows? Who knows? Y'all know me. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So, if you're in the mood to start one or both of those with me, that would be great. I don't even have a hashtag. That's okay. Right? I'm not the most creative person when it comes to hashtags. It's so funny to me. Like, I'm like, Bougie Cat Sal, Bougie Flower Cat, because that's what I call the pattern. Like, 4th of July rules, Sal, because that's what's the name of the pattern. Like, I really don't. Okay, so we have all of that coming up. I have some mediation. I have a meeting with my heart doctor. I mean, it's a busy week of stuff. And that's okay. It's not, as long as I can stay awake. As long as I can stay awake. So, that said, because I have been sleeping so much, and still trying to manage things, I'm finally starting to get caught up on dishes again. Thank God for Bean. She's been keeping up on laundry and actually found that a bunch of my stuff, because I was like, where is all my clothes? Like, to the point where I went to the Walmart and bought new leggings. And I was like, where are all my clothes going? Well, she figured out they were behind the dryer. So now I have a plethora of clothes. Am I mad? No, I am not. Except for I bought the same size as I was wearing, and I have shrank. So they're a little loose. So, am I mad? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Nuh-uh. Not mad. Okay, so all of that to say, send good vibes. I could use a couple more retainers. I potentially am going to be doing a trust. If I get the trust in, that will more than take care of Elmo's ball joints. I'm not even sure. Yeah. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we hear from Wayne County. At this point, either way, like, this limbo is driving me nuts. So, okay. So then I've been doing stuff. I really have been. I am all caught up on my Survivor stitching until Wednesday night. Dancing with the Stars is all caught up until Tuesday night. I think I have my nights right. I am missing 2 flosses I have to go get. I have no haul because I have not bought those 2 flosses. I would like to do a no spend, like between now and Thanksgiving, other than necessities to finish projects that I already have on hand. Not that I have them on hand. I have a lot of projects on hand, but that I'm actively working towards finishing. So one of the colors goes to Kay and Dennis, and one goes to 4th of July rules. Now here's the thing. I know at one point I had both of these threads. So both of those threads are somewhere in this house. So before I go to Joann's, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away, I am going to clean my table to try and find them. Okay. Are we getting closer to being caught up for the year for WIPGO? Yes. Yes, we are. And in fact, on my piece of paper, so each week I go through at the beginning of the week and I write down my WIPGO goals and what I need to do to be able to cross them off. And then my Survivor team colors, because otherwise I'm not going to remember like what color is for who. I'm bad about that. And then I write down, okay, so Dancing with the Stars week, it'll be week 6. And I write down my goal for the high score. It's 200. I think I actually have those backwards. No, apparently I don't. I did check them when I posted, but because my memory sucks, sometimes I write down, okay, it needs this many stitches to be able to cross it off. So I leave a space, and I'm like, okay, so who got the high score? Who got eliminated? For Survivor, I write down who won the reward challenge, who won immunity, who went to elimination, and then if there's any bonus stitching. The one thing I have started down here, I know it makes sense to me. I get it that not everybody works like this, okay? So do what works for you. This is what's working for me. So my daily stitch, though, is K and Dennis, because I am in this frantic state of I've got to get it done by the end of November so that I have a snowball shot in hell of being able to get it framed for Christmas and back by Christmas. I don't think it's going. And then, like I said, up here I have my Whipco. So, and then as I reach them, I will post them on Instagram, and I will cross them off. I know it's not a very exciting system. Listen, I wish I was techie like some of y'all. I'm not. I'm old school paper pen. I like a paper planner. I don't want to have to carry multiple planners. It better all be in one spot. Yeah, that's just the way I am. I may have things on like a Word doc, like my whip list is all on a Word doc. Listen, I wish I could get it on a spreadsheet so that it was all pretty and fancy and like I could go, okay, I've got this project and I sat down to put Kay and Dennis into the Notions app because everybody swears by this app. I spent the money on the app. It was minimal, but whatever. It's still money out. I can't figure out how do I put in how many stitches I've stitched on a project. I know where to put in the total number of stitches, but where do I, I don't know. It's supposed to be able to tell me the percentage that's, nope. It doesn't. I don't know how to fix it. Am I going to stress about it? Yes, because that's who I am. Welcome to my show, where I stress about everything. It's what I do. It's who I am. I don't know what to tell you. I'm 53 this week. I don't see my overthinking changing anytime soon. Okay, so I am also on a quest to finish 24 projects within this year. We are on track because I just finished Project 18. Project 18 was a new start. A friend of mine who I've known since grade school, his wife's niece, was she's frantic. Poor woman. She's got 2-year-old twins and she just has a newborn. And she had this vision that she wanted for her newborn pictures for the new baby. And the grandma who's never embroidered her day in her life said, oh yeah, I can do it. And then promptly didn't. So I literally got this project from her midweek-ish. And it's done. I'm going to take it over there tomorrow. Hello, Oreo. Meet Oreo. I talked to him. Can't hear me. He's deaf. I signed to him. He doesn't sign back. But he does follow directions because he's a good boy. I thought he was going to get my nose. Oh, goofy boy. He's still growing. I think they lied to us about his age. I really, truly do. Because if they were being honest, he would be 3 in January. He's still growing and his coloring has changed. Which signifies to me that he wasn't as old as they told us. Because they told us he was going to be 2 last January. And a healer, look, I get it. I'm not totally familiar with Australian healers. He's my first one. But even a Dalmatian's dog, every dog I've known, it's usually done growing by the time they're 2. And any color changing that's going to happen is done by then. And he's still a grown boy. which makes me even more mad at those people, but whatever. Okay. So anyways, so she contacted me, and I said, yes, I will get it done. Now, she has seen it. I sent her a picture, and she has asked me to go through and maybe thicken up the vine, so that it's a little bit more bold. And I agree. I wish her hoop was, this is the hoop she bought. I wish I had a slightly smaller one. So that it was more, see what I'm saying? And she didn't want me to worry about finishing the back. She's just kind of tuck it all in because it's going to hang on the wall. It's going to hang on the wall. So she's like, don't worry about that. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? So, project 18 out of 24, which means I've only got 6 more to go. Only 6. Okay. Up first in my bag. This was, I stitched on this because Joey Grazade was one of the top scorers for Dancing with the Stars. Joey Grazade is a bachelor, so it was, the prompt is to stitch on something with a flower. So this is the Owl Forest Cucumber Sampler. I call it the Pickle Sampler. Those are pickles. I understand that pickles come from cucumbers. I'm not dumb. Relax. I understand that. But to call it the Cucumber Sampler when it is very clearly it should be the Pickle Sampler. That's the picture, okay? I think it should be the Pickle Sampler. So, that was pretty cool. It's kind of fun to get to pull this out and work on it. This will be a gift from my dear friend Jasmine. Jasmine got a job at Def Can. I'm so excited. I was the second person she called. She called her husband first. Can't blame her. They are married after all. Then she called me. I am so excited and so proud of her. She is such an amazing human being. And I'm so proud of her. So, yay, Jasmine. Yay. She's such a good, awesome person. And I was so excited that she called me second. Okay. Last week, on October 13th, several of us started Mr. Pumpkinhead. Mr. Pumpkinhead. That's what I call it. I understand his name is Jacques. I get it. That doesn't flow out of my mouth very easily. He looks like Mr. Pumpkinhead. I am just stitching it on some ivory off-white 18 count Ada. It calls for 14 count. I didn't have 14 count, and I didn't want it super ginormous. But I got in over 300 stitches. Not that you can, like, seriously. It's just the wallpaper at the top and the board, like, above his pumpkin head. Because I was missing, I thought I had all the colors. I must have a bag of floss floating around with colors because I thought I got everything for this pattern, all the colors and stuff, and I didn't have the one for the pumpkin stem because I was going to start his face first, or his head first. I really want to find the pumpkin woman. So if anybody knows Barbara Sestok, Sestok, does she go maybe by a different design name? Because I know sometimes when they're in magazines, they won't, like, if they're a designer for, like, they'll put, like, Brenda Gervais rather than With Thy Needle and Thread. Or what, isn't that her? You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so I don't know if maybe Barbara Sestak has a different company name. I don't know. But I desperately want the Pumpkin Woman. It's in my bag by Tanya, Needle and Bones. Love her. Love her designs. Love her bags. Super cool. I mean, how do you not love cupcakes and unicorns? Seriously. Does it fit with Halloween? No. No. Am I okay with that? Well, for right now, I am. Okay. So, I'm not sure when he'll get pulled out again. I may make it a point to try and work on him every 13th, like the 13th of every month if I don't pull him out other times. Just go with it. Just go with it. In here is Bougie Cat. I love Bougie Cat. The Bougie Flower Cat. Bougie Cat got to get worked on because in Survivor, what was the prompt? You know, I should know this. I wrote the stupid prompt. But it resulted in stitch on something that's a cell. And it could be any kind of cell. Listen, I'm stitching this with a bunch of people. Everybody loves Bougie Cat. How could you not? Love Bougie Cat. Bougie Cat. Why was it? Because for the rewards challenge, they combined the two teams. That's why. They combined the 3 teams into 2. And so, by putting all the people together into, like, it reminded me of a cell. That's why. So, I got his tail worked on. I am switching colors, okay? Because I want him to look more like our Houdini. And Houdini is a white cat with some browns, almost striping, but whatever. And then, yeah. So that was pretty exciting. So Bougie Cat is coming along. I think Bougie Cat, I can probably, it would probably take me a good weekend. If I just worked on him one weekend, I could probably knock him out. So he is a big contender to be one of my 24 and 24s. Which is funny because I started him in 24, but we don't judge that chart. Okay, we don't, okay. In here, whoo, doggy. This is the French horn. This is the piece my son actually started stitching. And then he gave up. And I understand that. Look, whatever. So I picked it up and I've been working on it. And it was a WhipGo call. And it's on my WhipGo call board twice. Each time for 1,000 stitches. I have now, of those 2,000 stitches then, that need to be done, I only have about I have 1,499 stitches to go. But that is the bell of the French horn. So my son on Thursday night, he conducted, him and his one friend, they conducted a small group ensemble for OCC. OCC collaborated with the Detroit Institute of Art for a lecture on our campus, so they provided the entertainment sort of beforehand. So while he was playing and conducting, although I did record him conducting, because I always do. I usually record him playing too, but I only recorded him conducting. So I worked on the bell of the French horn. So we're making good progress. It's on 14 count Ada. It will be big. This is where we laugh. Okay, and it's kind of like I was talking to Lee. I left a message for Leanne at Small Town Stitches that only somebody who does full coverage would say, oh, it's only got 16,000 stitches left. Or it's only got, or be excited about hitting 1% even though you've worked on this project for like 17,000 months. Only somebody who does full coverage on a regular basis thinks that's funny to say, oh, it's only. So the French horn is just over 16,000 stitches total. So it still needs, like I said, 1,499 stitches to be both squares crossed off on WhipGo. Okay. Next up is Oz. Oz is my focus when anytime Team Tuku on Survivor gets up for nomination, like elimination, wins immunity or wins the reward. And I try to work it in just like Kay and Dennis. These are my two big pieces that like I try to shove in as many prompts as I can. So it got Team Tuku won immunity this last week. And so I got more on the lion done. And then I came down and I added more grass and more of the book pages. I so love this piece. I cannot wait till it's done. I know that Erin is going to cherish this for forever. And it makes every stitch in there worth it to me because I would not have gotten through the program without her. I wouldn't have. I would have gave up. So yeah. What is my watch is vibrating like crazy. Okay. Next up that I have been diligently working as much as, again, this is one of those, as much as I can put it into a prompt, I do. And I try to just work on it in general, just because. So my goal for this, it's a Whip Go square. My goal is to finish it by the end of the year. I'm getting closer, y'all. I'm getting closer. It will be a gift from my daughter, who does see it, so it's not going to be a surprise. So we're working on Neptune down there. Our blue planet. So my goal this week really is hopefully to get the rest of Neptune done. So like when I go to the heart doctor, I'll probably take this one with me. I've got a couple other things that I've got to take care of this week where I might be sitting and waiting. And so that may be the problem. The other thing that I did is I went through and I pulled out all of the flosses that had been zeroed out, so that my bag looks a little nicer. Because, you know. Okay. Then, the next survivor prompt, it ended up being stitch on something that you restarted. And I think that's because during Survivor, the one team who had won the chickens decided they couldn't put up with the chickens, and the chickens weren't producing anything, and they were just, you know, so they traded in the chickens for eggs, and then they promptly lost their flint, so they couldn't even cook the eggs. So big deal, like great win. So I pulled out my restart. The restart I decided to pull out was Jeep Van Gogh. So put in just over 100 stitches on Jeep Van Gogh, mostly up through here. This is starting the 7 slots, which is the icon of Jeep. Like if you don't understand 7 slots on a Jeep grill, it represents the 7 continents where Jeeps are. So it's a big deal. But that's how, like, the Jeep grill is so iconic. So it's kind of fun to get that working on. And it is fun to be able to see the work. We're now nearing 6% on Jeep Van Gogh. Is it going to be done this year? Nope. Will it be done next year? Nope. Am I upset about that? Also nope. Would I like it done? Sure. But projects for me seem to be usually the last thing I work on rather than the first thing. But I am going to start limiting the amount of big cross stitches. Like little ornaments, fine, like whatever. But like big cross stitch projects like the Wizard of Oz, like Buffet-O-Mat, those are going to be very few and far between going forward for other people. I know, I'm selfish, whatever. Okay, next up is the Homegrown by the Fat Quarter Shop. Right? That's my Fat Quarter Shop. It's by It's So Emma. It was featured in the Stitch Quarterly. I inherited this WIP from Candace K. And I finished the H. The H was probably about halfway done. So I finished the H. I've now finished M. I'm going to start on E next and save the sunflower for last. This is another one of those great ones to work on when I don't really want to count once the outline of the letter is in, and I don't want to count. So generally, oftentimes this one is left in the Jeep to work on. Okay. And last but not least that I have worked on, because Team Gata won the reward and won the elimination, and it's also my daily stitch. So you're going to see this every week until it is done. Until it is done. We are at like almost 63%, I think, now. I would really like this week to, and I know it's like a super stretch, but God, it would feel good to hit 70%. Do I think I'm going to make it this week? No. Can I dare to dream? Sure. But look at that. So good. So good. So much orange. But we're getting there. And like literally if I had to show her this now, she would know what it is. Clearly I want to finish it though and get done with it. Like looking over at my piles. My piles. I have so many piles. Oh, I did not work. I did figure out on Disney. I think I did. I don't think I should. Yeah. I worked on Disney. I don't remember what was the. Maybe I showed it to you the week before. Okay. So I did go down the bracket. Yeah, all my characters have to come out. All of them. I kind of want to cry. It's a lot of stitching. But they should be way far up. Which still doesn't make much sense to me because it's not like there's a ton of space up above. So I gotta figure that out. So yeah, so that's really and truly about all. So, yeah. If somebody wants to come over and do dishes, that would be great. Otherwise, yeah, just send the good vibes. Like at this point, like I just want to hear either way on the job. I am going to throw my hat in on a couple other positions, not necessarily down at Wayne County, but whatever. And that. So I'm going to let you go though, because I'm kind of tired. I'm going to finish my dinner. I have green beans to eat. I already did my bike. And then I had to thicken the vine on the embroidery. And yeah, and then I'm going to bed. So, remember, you are smart. You are beautiful. You are cherished. You are loved. You are brave. You are needed. You are wanted. You are loved. I think I said that already, but you're extra loved this week, if I did. And you matter. So, that I will talk to you later. Feel free to reach out to me at His Princess Kelly on Instagram or wherever, and we will talk next week. Bye, y'all.